welcome back. We are about to split the party. Who wants to go first?
Bum, bum, bum.
Yes.
Okay.
We could go first.
Yeah, let's go first. Let's do it.
You guys are going south.
We're going to the deep, to the dark.
Alrighty. Why is that on a different page? Okay. After swimming through a small patch of seagrass, you emerge into a long cavern. The water here doesn't quite reach the ceiling, leaving a small pocket of air near the top. A slight crack in the ceiling allows moonlight to filter through. At the center of the cavern is a pit whose floor is 30 feet deeper than the rest of the cavern, and you catch a faint glint of metal at the bottom.
I'm keeping an eye out, a very careful eye out, because Stop it. Our cast chat keeps making me laugh. I would like to, just be keeping an eye out, especially because I'm the more comfortable swimmer and all that stuff, making sure nothing's gonna, I don't know, any danger whatsoever.
While Shimonyani is looking out for danger, Ada notices the glint of metal at the bottom, kind of like points towards it and starts swimming.
I want to make sure that deep pit is okay first. Can I grab onto
There's
you?
metal in there.
I'm gonna. There's just a bunch of bubbles coming out of my mouth, and I'm saying, "Wait!"
Since you're both kind of like in that direction, each roll a perception check.
I got an 11.
Perception. I got a 15. Roll better.
You get a sense that something is maybe down there that's kind of like moving in the water, but you can't really see what it is. It's too dark.
It's too dark even with like dark vision and with light being cast?
It's like deep enough down that like the light is kind of scattering too much, like it's picking up on the metal. But you get a sense of like whatever is down there, it's like sticking to the shadows.
Can I?
In that case,
oh, sorry. Can I establish that the two of us have had some sort of hand signals when we were traveling alone together?
Oh, yeah.
And I want to signal you, just like be cautious, like I sense something is off, and I do that for you.
in return, Ada will smile. I think the smile that Shimonyani recognizes as one where Ada's about to do something and you need to be on your guard, and they will take their blindfold off of their wrist and they will tie it around their eyes, around their face, and they will cast invisibility on themselves.
How am I supposed to protect you if I can't see you?
They will move closer to Shimonyani and they will like gently, I think, touch Shimonyani's elbow and making like brief contact, and kind of like pull Shimonyani down into the pit very slowly.
We go into the pit.
Would an invisibility spell still capture the bubbles that leave? Or do you still
That's
have
a
like
good
a little
question.
trail of bubbles?
I think
That's
the
a good
bubbles would be
question.
visible.
Because like it leaves your like.
What if you're invisible in a cold place? Do you see your breath?
That's a good question. GM, I will leave it up to your discretion.
Yeah.
Because Shimiyani is a Triton, very comfortable in a water environment, they can tell what bubbles that are being moved, that's actually you. And not just, random kind of like bubbles popping in the current.
Rando bubbles.
Yeah, like someone just like kind of like looking wouldn't think that, oh, that's a person in an invisibility spell kind of thing.
If Yanni has that level of familiarity, then I think Ada would be comfortable moving further away and doesn't necessarily need to maintain contact.
I'm sorry, someone was at our front door and I was distracted. What did you just do?
You are able to recognize where I am based on the bubbles that are leaving my mouth still, and that I'm like forming. So I'm saying
cool.
that given that Ada's not going to maintain like physical contact, assuming that you know where I am just by looking.
Sounds good. I'm down to clown with that. And I will continue down cautiously towards the but I saw something in the water there and I want to be ready to protect.
As you kind of like get closer to the glint that's at the bottom, suddenly you're just engulfed in what seems to be ink.
Squid? Squid. Squid. Is it a squid?
Now you're the area is very hard to see through, as you're kind of only what personal light that you have like within 5-foot space of you is what you're able to see. The visibility is drastically cut. You definitely hear like whooshing of water, like something is moving around you.
I have a bad feeling about this. I am going to just make sure that I'm still clocking where Ada is, and I am ready. I want to ready myself. So if something comes, a squid, what else puts out ink? Octopus, whatnot, I'm ready.
Ada is going to cast Firebolt behind us so that it seems like there is a creature or something kind of behind us in order to ideally bait out whatever this squid monster creature is so that we can get a better idea, especially with the fire illuminating the space. Hopefully we can A, see it, and get a better idea of what exactly is down here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like a flare or something.
Yeah, definitely cast that. Is that a save DC or an attack?
Oh, it's an attack. I wasn't necessarily aiming for it though, because I don't know where it is. I can still give you a roll if you'd like. That is 23.
I was just kind of like, the roll would determine like how much of a path it cuts through, kind of thing. So yeah, like this thing, like it kind of like shoots up like a flare and it kind of like disperses the ink, and yeah, you definitely catch the eye of some tentacles that look like maybe octopus related. It kind of like
I tried talking to it.
It definitely recoils from like any like of the fire light. It's yeah, you want to try talking?
I want to try talking to it. It worked last time. In Aquin again, she will say, "Oh, hello."
Oh, hello there. You're
Got a response. Hello?
Hello? Are you here to you don't hunt octopuses?
No, we are looking. No, we are looking for an emerald eye somewhere in this cavern. Do you know where it is?
Oh, the shiny spot.
Yes, that. Where is that?
Well, I can't quite fit there, but I've swam by it before. It's on the other side of the grotto, and it kind of like it whooshes the ink away. Oh, hello. It's kind of like points up and then kind of like to the east. Like it's over. You go straight. You make a right and a left, or is it a left and a you follow the caverns, and yeah, there's a shiny spot over there. I imagine that's what you're talking about. Every year they throw a bunch of people in here. And they always seem to go that spot.
Do you eat kelp? And I produce one of the kelp bits that I had stuck in my pocket.
What do octopus? Yes.
This does.
This one likes kelp. Is it that's fun to nibble on?
Yes. Thank you for the directions. I appreciate it a lot. Ada, and I try to wave you down.
Ada's wearing their blindfold. They can't see you.
Oh, right. They can't
see you.
Would
the worst combination? No one can see you, and you can't see anybody.
No, that's not true. Shimunyani can tell where I am based on my breathing.
That's true.
I think has Shimunyani noticed the metal glint at the bottom?
Yeah, like with the ink kind of like whooshed away, there's still a bit of a glint.
Pardon me, what's that? And I'm gonna try and like swim down there to see as I'm asking Octopus. What's that?
Oh, yes, that's, I don't know, been here since I moved in. The shiny little
Moved
box.
in? Do you pay rent? Can I take a look?
Sure. I don't know what to do with the shiny box. So
I'm gonna swim
yours?
down to the shiny box, and I'm gonna poke it with the butt of my glaive just to make sure it's not gonna like explode on me or anything.
You get like little like sound reverbs of like clink clink clink. That's it.
Ooh, nice sound. I'm gonna pick it up.
Ooh.
I think hearing that,
and then
Ada is going to take off their blindfold and be surprised to see that the ink has gone away and that there is an octopus here. And swim over towards Shimunyani, gesturing towards the box. Is it locked?
It's a little, looks like it's a little rusted, but it doesn't appear to be locked.
Ada, assuming, because Ada can't speak Aquan or speak to sea creatures, so didn't hear or understand the conversation that went on. Assuming that this might have the emerald eye in it, they're gonna go and try and open the box.
Yeah, you open it up. It kind of like sticks a little bit, but inside, you just see 2 silver bracelets, what look like to be a compass on each one.
Oh. Do these bracelets give off any magical energy?
Can you innately tell they give off?
No.
magic?
I mean, I don't have like detect magic or anything like that, but like as a warlock, I don't know. Am I able to like sense magical energy at all? Like, can I make like an Arcana check or something?
Yeah, make an Arcana check.
Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna use a hero point because that was terrible. We're gonna reroll. That was even worse. All right. No! I have a 9. My best roll is a 9.
The most you can kind of like tell is that they look unique enough that they could be magical. And that it's in an odd place for them to be stashed if they're not? That's...
Shimenyani is excitedly pointing at the compass on the bracelets. It's like just pointing at it like, look at that! And then I pull like this thing that's floating around and I'm like, it's the same thing! It's a compass! It's so cool! And then I'm gonna throw a thank you very much to my new octopus friend. And I think we continue. I'm gonna follow the octopus's instructions. Actually, because there's like an air pocket, if we pop up to breathe, I can tell Ada what happened.
Yeah. And while we're up there, Ada would also want to put on one of the bracelets and suggest that you do the same with the other.
Okay. And I'll stick one just on my wrist over my gauntlet.
Nothing happens immediately, but you do get a sense that if it's magical, you might have to wait a night. And then with that, we'll fade over to our other group who are swimming along.
Swimming is a strong word.
Come on. That's right, Medea. That's right, Medea. Just be small. Just be less resistant. That's right. You're doing great.
I'm like doggy paddling.
You've doggy paddled into a spot that has, it's fairly oblong, kidney bean shaped. A school of tiny fish, their bodies shimmering in the dim light, swirl in formation like undulating silvery pillar. It's kind of like.
Perfect. I'm gonna be like, some locals, sweet, and then I'm gonna be like, you know when you ask the locals for direction, like so, like yeah. Mira's like, oh hey, hi, we're here looking for a green shiny rock. Have any of y'all seen it? Would you be able to point us in that direction at all?
At first they kind of like scatter, and then they kind of like turn around, and like a bunch of different voices. Green shiny rock, green shiny rock, green shiny rock, and you kind of like down the line of them. Well, there's a few shinies here. Green shiny rock, maybe. And Finding Nemo style, they kind of arrow gesture, continuing on where you came from, or like not where you came from, but like continuing on.
Continuing in the direction we're headed.
Mm-hmm.
I like turn to the other two and I give a thumbs up. I imagine you can see these fish have turned into an arrow. like it's a good sign. Okay, let's go. Thanks, y'all. Thanks so much. Really appreciate it. Have a good swim.
Have a good swim.
Medea tries to head pat one of the fish.
Kind of like unsure of what you really want to do. It kind of like just dances around your hand a little bit.
Medea feels like a princess.
I love that.
I'm so happy that you had a good time under like a good moment underwater to like take your mind away from how uncomfy you were a second ago.
Instantly feels better.
Mm-hmm. Perfect. Okay. So then proceed along. In fact, like a little bit like motivated to move like a little bit faster. I feel like.
Yeah, you kind of like pick up the pace in tow, and you come into like a much bigger open area. There looks like to be like some sort of ruins kind of like sticking up. Like there's a kind of a pillar toppled over here, and a bit of a corner of a stone roof over there kind of thing. And directly ahead is a narrow sliver opening, and there's this bright golden light shining through. And that's where we're going
Did
to
I
end
do it?
today because we are 6 o'clock.
Oh my! May, that's cliffhanger. God damn it.
The collective groan.
We have to wait a week to figure out if we found it. Ah.
Oh.